you guys? Welcome to Reckless Millennial Wednesdays. If you're new here, my name is Destiny and I upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any more content from me. Today we'll be talking about how I budget at a young age and not like a low income, but I mean, it's not a high one either, y'all. It's not like a lot of money out here for what I've been spending. So we're gonna talk about that and how I started and how the journey is coming along. So let's get on with the video. So the first thing may seem obvious, but it's to look at your necessities. So like the four walls, as you know, the Ramsey personalities call it: rent, food, bills, and look into those things so you can actually see how much you need to budget. Then look at your rent and see if it costs too much for your freaking paycheck. It might be swallowing your whole paycheck or something. I know mine, for a one income right now, it is swallowing like less than half of my paycheck, but it is swallowing a lot of money. So yes, so just look into your expenses and see if anything is swallowing way too much that you can't afford, because you might need to think about your living situation and see where you need to go to help you out a little bit more. The next thing I'm going to talk about is huge for me. It is groceries. We struggle. It is like not easy, y'all. It is not easy to figure out this freaking grocery budget, but we have came to $200 and that has been working for us for the past, okay, well, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to my $200 goal. That is how much we should be spending on groceries, and that is it. You look in your bank account, see how much you spend on eating out, see how much you spend on groceries, and then look at the end of the month and see how much of those groceries you actually use. Like you might have went in and bought some things for a recipe and then you got too lazy to make it, so now you're sitting in there with like food that you're never gonna use, like some chai tea peppers or something like that in the fridge, and you're like,
when am I ever going to use these stupid things? There's not for one recipe.
Make sure you're going to get things from the store that's like versatile, that if you don't use it for the recipe, you can use them in your everyday cooking style. So yes, pay attention to groceries. The next thing I want to talk about is fast food. You need to check and see how much you're spending on fast food. You're spending money on groceries and fast food. Which one needs to go? What is the balance there? Like, find the balance for you. For us, I think the balance is like, we can cut it out. We just don't want to. Just find what works for you with the eating out thing. Start with like $25 and use it in cash. Cash is so important, y'all. It's like so important. It helps so much. If you're spending cash and you run out of that cash, you're like,
oh, damn, that was fast.
and then you rely on that little plastic piece of card to help you out for the rest of the month. Like, if you start using cash, you'll realize how much money you're actually spending. The next thing is critical of us young people. I know we like to stay cute, stay up to date, stay on trends or whatever. Look at how much you shop. You might be shopping a bit too much. Like, you might be buying $20 shirts that you don't need to be buying. You're gonna wear it one time for an Instagram picture and put it in the back of the closet and say, oh, I need another shirt because I don't got nothing to wear because I already wore that shirt and took a picture in it. But y'all, no one cares what you look like. Stop trying to be out here keeping up with the Joneses. It's not really that important. If you care about your financial future, then you should not be trying to keep up with the Joneses. That will get you broke quick. Because guess what? The Joneses are broke. Hello. Has anybody told you that? Yes, they are broke. The next thing kind of goes along with fast food, but for me it's a different category because it's coffee. Look at how much you're buying coffee. Not saying that one cup of coffee is going to help your entire financial future, because it's not. But if you buy $6, $7 coffees every single day of the week, that's like $44 you done wasted right there. I think, isn't 7 times 7 44?
How many stars on the American flag?
Shit, we got 13 colonies, so 13 minus 50. 13 minus 50, goddamn, 47.
47. Just go in and look and see how much you're spending on coffee if you do drink coffee, because I do, so I know how much it can cost. Sometimes you get those frappuccinos, then you get a venti, then one day you think you're gonna be cheap and get a grande. No, honey, it's still $6. You thought you was being cheap, so you might as well go up to the venti that's like $7, $8. It don't really matter. It depends on what you get though. If you get the right drink, then it's not really that much. But if you get like a drink off the menu, it's like $7 for a venti or whatever. It's freaking ridiculous. So just make sure maybe limit yourself to 2 coffees a week. 1 coffee a week. I don't know, do it in the middle of the week so you can get a little pep in your step and like be having something to look forward to in the middle of the week. But every day really is killing your budget, because like if you spend $45 a week on coffee, 45 times 4, I don't know why I'm trying to do math right now and I can't, but that is a lot of money at the end of the month. And you're gonna be like, why did I spend all of that on coffee. That don't make no sense. The next thing is something that most people don't do, but I do it sometimes. Look at how often you pay for other people's food. Like, just go back in your history, look back and see, why are you giving to these people? You broke in the first place. Stop trying to show off. Don't be out here just paying for people's food for the fun of it. Now, if it's like a special celebration, or you said before you went to the restaurant that you were gonna pay for somebody's food, or like it's just, you know, a given already before you even get to the restaurant that you have your mindset on paying for this person, then do it. But if it's like a spontaneous thing where you're just sitting there and you're like, I'm gonna pay for her food because I feel like it today. We ain't there yet. I don't be having it like that to be paying for everybody's food whenever I feel like it. I mean, it would be nice to just drinks on me and blah, 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 but I'm not there yet. I am trying to get my life together to be that person, but we're not there yet, sis. The next thing has to do with expenses. It is looking at how many subscriptions you have. So like Netflix, Hulu, iTunes, Spotify, Disney Plus, HBO Max, HBO Cinema, whatever. There are so many subscriptions you can have that you even forgot that come out of your bank account, because they auto draft and subscriptions do. They get you. That's how they get you, and be like, whoop, snatch all the money out. So you need to be paying attention to how many subscriptions you have, and are you really using those subscriptions, or are people using your email address and password for those subscriptions that you have? You need to be looking into which ones you need to narrow down to, because if you're trying to save money, you got $15 here, $10 there, $7 there, you might as well kiss it goodbye whenever the paycheck hit. Y'all ever say when you get paid, oh, I gotta pay the government, basically I gotta pay everybody else before I pay myself? That's how it feels whenever you have so much debt, so many subscriptions, so many people that you owe because you don't manage your money correctly. That is really how it feels. You get paid and you're like, oh, I'm still broke because I gotta pay everybody else. The next thing is to analyze your parents' spending. I'm not saying to correct your parents' spending. I'm saying to look and see that their behaviors with money, because you take on all the behaviors from your parents whether you like it or not.
Oh, I'm not gonna be like that when I grow up. I'm not gonna say that when I grow up.
Our mamas and daddies said the same thing about their mamas and daddies, and guess what they doing to us? Saying the same thing. Look at your parents' spending habits, see if they use debt all the time, see if they have a negative effect towards money, or if they like just despise getting paid sometimes because they owe so many people, or if they just tell you, oh no, we can't afford that, don't be saying that, like don't even ask for nothing when we go in the store, blah, 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 all this stuff, then that might gear you to have a negative aspect on money. Like, you never know until you really look deep into these problems, because money is a behavior problem. I think money is 80% behavior and 20% actually doing it, because like everybody has the skills to handle money. It's not hard. The concept is easy. You need to pay off everything, don't owe anybody, and you'll have money. That's the concept. I can say it as easy as day, but it's hard to do because of our behaviors that we have learned from these people that are supposed to, you know, teach us everything we're supposed to know, but maybe nobody taught them, so they think they're teaching us correctly. Really, we're in the same financial predicament that they were in when you were a child, and telling you can't have this and you can't have that because there's no money for it. So for me personally, I want to budget my money, make sure I know where my money is going, because my goal in the future, I don't know, maybe by the time I'm 30, let's go ahead and speak it into existence, I want to be a millionaire, because that is just a money goal I have. Like, that is honestly something I'm so ready to have. I'm so ready to get there, and you gotta put in the work to get there, and budgeting is not easy. I'm coming on this camera talking about, oh yeah, look at your expenses, look at your... It's not easy until you do it. Also, before you start budgeting, go ahead and guesstimate how much you think you actually spend on groceries. Cause like, I thought we were doing well. I was like, oh, we can do $150 a month, no problem. Like, we shop at Walmart, Aldi, Lidl, all them stores, save a little bit of money. Have you seen my budget videos? I so dumbly thought that we spend less money than we do. You live and you learn. So making a budget is not something that would be the same every single month. You're gonna have to adjust to it and make changes within yourself. You don't want to deprive yourself of anything. That's why the $200 mark is kind of good for us. I don't want to try to go back down to 150 because I feel like I'm deprived of like just certain things that I like to buy. So those are the tips for today on budgeting with a low income and at a young age, because I am 24 and I don't find many 24-year-olds budgeting. Like, I work with some like 30-year-olds or something like that, and they don't budget. They barely even look at their bank account. So that kind of scares me. I don't want to be there. Whenever I get to 30, I want to know exactly how much money I have down to the penny, because I just want to like keep track of my money, because every millionaire, they were either given the money, which means inherited from like their parents or something, so they really just have lived with money their whole life. And millionaires that build from the ground up, they track every single penny that comes in and out of their bank account. They know exactly how much money they have in every bank account that they own and the money in their wallet. That is what I'm trying to get at. I want to be there when I'm 30. That is my goal. I don't know what your goals are. You should tell me in the comments down below. But with that being said, that is all for this video. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the button. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.